another new permission. I'm hunting a hill that I found a flag on an old Confederate map. When they would go through the region on the roads, and they would put flags where they thought were good places to camp, and so that if you're coming through, you know up ahead. And so been getting a lot of iron signals, which you want to get in it if it's a camp, if they did camp here. So I put it in iron reject, and this is the first target. I think it's iron, but that's an iron reject, but probably just significant enough to push it through the iron reject. It was not iron. .12 gauge shotgun shell. Something else found its way through the iron reject. May have just hit it. This is very sandy, not hard to dig soil. Yep, I did hit it. This seems kind of big. Yeah, it's big. A big iron. I wonder if it's something long and narrow. Yep. Yep, that's what it was. I was able to trace it, looks like. Well, I hit it. What did I do to it? Thought I did. said, I hit it. Yeah, it was long like that. Traced it. Here we go again. I know I'm digging modern farm iron, but it's about the machine and learning what it's telling me in places where I do want to dig all big iron. Just learning, which I really enjoy doing with this machine. Before I got this machine, every machine I had before, it was just about, okay, what am I going to find? I don't know. Kind of had a change of mindset. It's more about spending time with the machine. Yeah, I want to find good stuff eventually, or sometime anyway, but you don't have to in order to be able to have a good time and learn. That's the 10-inch, 10 kilohertz coil, and I'm liking it so far a whole lot. It's real light. You know, the 13-inch is heavier and can, when you're old like I am, get shoulder fatigue eventually. This one's, that's not an issue. I think it's, of my coils that I have currently, which include the 13 double D, the 11.5 or whatever it is, Silver Scout, the dual 12 and the dual 16. This is going to be my go-to coil on new sites. I'm trying to see what's there. When you do an old site where you've been before, then you go to the bigger stuff. Right over there you see that thing sticking up to the right of my truck. That's an old tombstone of the Powell Cemetery. And in the picture on the old map, the flag is right next to that, which is basically between me and the cemetery, telling Confederate commanders that this is a good place to camp, and indeed it is. Look at that. It doesn't mean that they camp there. It just means if you're passing through here, it's a good place. And I have a lot of those to check out. And hopefully one day one of them will produce. But one thing you're going to have in a campsite is a lot of iron, which we have here, but this could well be farm iron. So far I haven't found anything that says that anybody camped here. This one may be a can. Not used to seeing that much white if it's a big piece of iron. Or it could be a shallow Confederate belt buckle. Yeah, I hit it. That's why I dig them, so I can learn. I guess today is dig big stuff day. Only way it'd be easier to dig would be if it was sand on the beach. don't think it is sand. I mean, iron, could be wrong, obviously. How did it pick it up so far up? Golly, it's picking it up that high above the ground. Chain link fence. And it wasn't shallow. Dang. Well, that's about it for today. Have not been able to find any evidence of anybody having camped here, but you can certainly see why he would have put a flag on his map. My permissions have kind of dried up, and I decided I couldn't learn my machine if I'm only digging one target every 30 minutes. So I've been doing a lot of researching on the old Confederate maps, and I've got a lot of sites and landowners' names, and I've been out the last couple of days seeking permission. This is the first one that it was granted. So wish me luck in the future. Y'all have a good week.